We're running them on the menu. Shrimp are in season. We're running them. We're just getting out of crawfish season. We still have a little bit of crawfish left. Once we go from there, we'll go into oysters and different fish like snapper and redfish. And so there's always something in season here where it gives us the opportunity to go and get that local product.
Now, Commander's Palace is an award-winning restaurant. Can you tell me about some of the awards they've won here?
Well, we've had a great year this year. We were picked favorite restaurant by Zagat, Zagat survey, and then we were picked outstanding restaurant of the year through the James Beard Foundation, which is the biggest award you can get, which was really a great honor. And the Food and Wine Readers Poll have picked Commander's as their #1 favorite restaurant, 3 times more than any other restaurant had any votes. Southern Living just did a big deal with us. It's picked as their favorite restaurant. So we're very fortunate. We've had a great year.
I understand you're going to be making us something special today?
That's right. We're going to do some crawfish maque choux, and we're going to do that with some Louisiana popcorn rice. It's kind of a real traditional Creole dish, and it should be fun.
Today's chef's specialty dish is a Creole sensation, crawfish maque choux. For a free copy of this exclusive Commander's Palace recipe, visit our website or call us toll-free.
You know, it's funny, people say, how can you cook in New Orleans in the summer? You know, it's so hot. I go, it's a lot hotter outside than it is in the kitchen. We're going to do this dish. This is a little bit of a combination of Creole and Cajun. The cooking technique and method on this dish is just as important as the seasoning, because we don't get all your flavors just from cayenne or garlic. You get it from caramelizing and using the right cooking techniques and method. A little bit of garlic. Some of our seafood seasonings and our garlic. And this is going to bring out a lot of the oils in the garlic. It's going to bring out flavor from the garlic. It's going to bring a lot of oils out of the seasoning blend. You know, there's some ground cayenne, some garlic, paprika, salt, cracked black pepper. We blend all these here ourselves. And you want to cook these together because this dish has got to be a nice rounded flavor. And we're going to add some of our other vegetables. Our onions. We have 3 kinds of peppers, yellow, red, and green bell peppers. You know, give it some color. You know, maque choux is meaning like cabbage. The Indians that were native to here had a line of corn that when people started moving to southern Louisiana, they tasted this corn and they said it tasted like cabbage. Now today, I don't know if this corn even exists anymore, but things with corn was called maque choux. So we're doing the crawfish maque choux. We're doing it with the corn, which is indigenous to here, the popcorn rice, which is from here, the crawfish, the peppers, the onions, and of course some of our okra. We're going to add our okra and our corn. They say okra was brought over in slaves' pockets, actually. They brought it over from Africa. It's an African vegetable. It's quite unique. Okay, crawfish are available, you know, through different companies from Louisiana that will send across the world. I recommend Louisiana crawfish because they're fresh. You know, you get them ones that aren't frozen. They have a high fat content. It's just a really good quality product, the Louisiana crawfish. We have our crawfish stock. This is a base that we had made from the live crawfish we had ground. We had made a dark roux. When the roux, the fat is nice and hot and smoking, we add the flour slowly, let it cook. All the flour is caramelizing. So we want to taste this. Very crucial that we taste everything here at the restaurant. That's what cooking at Commander's is all about. Garnish with a little popcorn rice, some crawdads, some green onions, big part of our cooking here. And we have a little bit of homemade bacon to give it a little crispness. That's our crawfish maque choux.
Crawfish maque choux at Commander's Palace, and it was delicious. Stay with us because when we return, Taste of Life celebrates New Orleans jazz and spicy Cajun cooking. Celebration and spice are integral to New Orleans food culture. That, along with the tropical heat and the history of oppression in the Deep South, led to the spiritual and mythological birth of jazz. It all began back when slaves met to socialize in their native tongues and dance and play music with traditional instruments. West Indian and African tradition, ragtime, blues, bite, and swagger all evolved into jazz, a sound that for many conjures up images of the Deep South, spicy food, and tropical heat. But for New Orleans, jazz is a living, breathing link to its past. And New Orleans is not only famous for its jazz, but also for its traditional Creole and Cajun cuisines. Creole cuisine is historically the more refined of the two culinary arts, with its roots being traced back to the Spanish and French aristocracy, while Cajun culinary secrets have been passed down through the Acadian family tree. Our second New Orleans product manufacturer, Mr. B's Cajun Products, creatively packages those age-old and spicy Cajun secrets.
Mr. B's product was initially made for the working woman, and of course nowadays a lot of the men help their wives cook. These products are all fat and cholesterol free as they are. They are cooked in 30 to 45 minutes. It's a quick and easy gourmet type meal. I was in service back in 55 through 57, and that is more or less where my culinary arts began, and I did well with it. I had never done it before, but I did well, and once I came out of service, I belonged to a Knights of Columbus organization here. I started cooking for the Knights of Columbus, and I got interested in quick, easy Cajun products. It's all natural products. We begin with a base, and then we add all of the spices that Louisianians or Cajuns are famous for. Many people believe that Cajun food is hot with pepper. That is not true. The different spices, the onions, the green onions, the celery, the parsley, the bell peppers, all of those are what really gives our food the delicious flavors that we enjoy here in Louisiana. Louisianians love gumbo. It's probably their favorite food, and it's very simple also. Here we use a lot of chicken and sausage for gumbo. Seafood is excellent in it also. You can put any combination you want to. Some people like okra in their gumbo. You're welcome to put it in. If you like tomatoes, you're welcome to put it in. But as it stands, it's the base for just a good old Cajun gumbo. The next product, I guess, would have to be, and I'll have to tell you a little story about that, that's the red beans and rice. What started me on it was an old black lady out of New Orleans. She used to buy the gumbo mix, and she had a red bean day on Wednesdays, and one day she was cooking her red beans, and a package of gumbo mix was sitting up above the stove, and the package fell into the red beans, and she said it was marvelous. It was the best thing she'd ever eat. Jambalaya, that is probably another favorite here in Louisiana. Jambalaya originally was a combination of cleaning the refrigerator out. Any portions of meat the Cajuns had left over, they barbecued, they had some chicken left over, or some sausage, or beef, anything, they would make a jambalaya. And it was simply a lot of herbs and spices, a little water, and of course rice, and then whatever meat you had to throw in it. It's very quick, and people love it. You serve it over white rice, and it makes a very good meal. In fact, a lot of people that have never had it before find it wonderful.
All the wine-street drinks of New York man, I don't understand. The taste of Aspen, the same long all over Rockland.
Here in the French Quarter, you might just stumble across one of the founding fathers of jazz still playing his horn in a backstreet cafe. But if your preference happens to be Dixieland, no doubt you'll find it here too. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the sights, the rhythms, and of course the flavors of New Orleans. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week on Taste of Life Television.
Catherine Blythe's wardrobe, courtesy of Peter Nygaard International. Taste of Life's transportation was provided by Rexall Industries and Outdoor Travel. If you would like to purchase any of the products featured in the program, obtain free recipes, or simply learn more about Taste of Life, contact us at www.tasteoflife.com or call us toll-free at 1-888-41-TASTE.